What up with it, man? This is the Real Boss TV. Shout out to my fam, man. Everybody that's been supporting me and everything like that. And, I just had to come hit y'all real quick with another one, man. I'm going to get straight into it. You already know what it is. Okay. So, right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to call this video The Guy That Could Have Saved Kenneka Jenkins. You feel me? Now, what you're looking at right here is the open latch for the freezer. And I paid attention to this before, and it seemed like a lot of people didn't really pay attention to this, but this is why I'm putting this right here first. Now, check this out. As you can see, to me, it looks like little specks of blood around this thing. So that's kind of why I kind of feel like she probably was locked in there alive, maybe left for dead. And when she came to, she was trying her hardest to get out. That's probably why her shoe was off and her foot, if you notice, her ankle and foot was all messed up. And, they said her brain was swollen too, so that's what's kind of weird too. But check it out. I'm going to zoom in. To me, it looks like little blood specks all around this thing, especially up there. And then you see how it's like all bent and janky looking. You know what I'm saying? Definitely looks like she was trying to get up out of there. And she probably was kicking it and just, going crazy, which is, it's a terrible situation. But like I say, that's why I feel like with what the lawyer investigated is, they're saying that she pretty much was locked in there and she could have been saved. And that's with the lawyer's investigation, which a lot of this, and everybody knows I got the full police investigation, so that's why I'm talking about this, because I do have some things that's pretty much gonna show, the possibilities of that being very true, that she was in there, locked in there, and she couldn't get out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into that real quick. Just give me 1 second. Okay, now this is a video that I did a long time ago. I'm talking about back whenever this was really going on, probably like around 2017, 2018 when I did this video. And I was just going through footage, and I happened to find a dude that was acting really weird. Like, he kept peeking around the corner like he heard something, but he was unsure. And I'm gonna play this, so y'all gotta pay close attention, and I might, bring it back just so y'all can understand where I'm coming from. And see, this is right after, a little bit after they say that she walked back there. Some hours later. You see that guy walking right there? You see him? He's looking like, he kind of scratched his head. He got paperwork in there, so it lets you know he's a worker. And I got a statement that I'm going to show you to definitely let you know what I'm talking about. this is the dude, how he went back there and found him or whatever, Now, keep in mind that footage, okay, keep in mind that they never released any footage of, like, after she basically walked back there, right? This is merged together. The footage that you seen when the dude was looking around with the paperwork, that's hours earlier into the day after it happened. Okay? And keep that in mind now. Keep that in mind. Keep in mind that this is skipping. I've seen the time already. The time, I think it's at the bottom, but it's going to be hard to see. It's going to skip over to a whole nother time when the next person is actually walking in there. You get what I'm saying? So the camera's picking up the next time somebody walks in there from this part. You know what I'm saying? You see he's looking around and he has, paper in his hand, doing his rounds. He was looking like, what, like, did I hear something? I'm confused. All right, now let me get to the statement. So this is what's going to put it all together. All right. Now, this is the original document from the police investigation where they spoke to the Crown Plaza employee that worked that shift and the next day, and he was doing his roundups and everything. So it's going to tell you that he definitely walked in there, and let's see what he has to say. Okay. Now, on Friday, September 22nd, 2017, at 16:38 hours, I completed an interview with blank. He is employed with the Crown Plaza O'Hare Hotel. He worked the weekend of 9/8/17, that's the day of the party, through 9/10/17 on the second shift, from 15 hours through 2300 hours. Now, his normal routine consists of walking the building and completing a list of various items. One of the items is to check the freezer and cooler temperature readings. On a daily shift, he receives approximately 10 house calls and 10 guest calls to complete. 9/9/17, at approximately 2000 hours, he entered the kosher kitchen. Upon arriving at the door, he noticed the wood door was open. Okay? And I'm going to stop right there. So that lets you know, when you seen that video, that was his confusion. Like, damn, like, what's going on? Why is this open? And then he kept looking back towards where that freezer is, like he heard something. He stopped, he turned his head, looked like he scratched his head and everything. So you see how that's adding up, how that's lining up to this video. Okay? Now, again, he noticed the wood door was open more than usual. The door was also open more than he remembered the night before. The door has been open, unlocked, for a few weeks, as he believes they began construction in that area. Given his observation, he entered the area thinking someone walked in there. Bam! That shows his confusion of what's going on. Because in his mind, he's wondering, like, I wonder who's back here. I wonder what's going on. You see what I'm saying? You got to feel me on this. You got to put these pieces together. It makes sense. See, I got the real document. So a lot of this stuff is going to start adding up. So he started thinking, man, somebody walked in there. While looking in the area, which he did, he checked the temperature reading and soon after received a call. It was from the front desk stating someone defecated in the pool and needs to be cleaned. After spending approximately 1 minute in the kosher kitchen, he responded to the pool area. At approximately 40 hours, he contacted his boss, blank, to notify him that the pool needs to be shut down. Shortly after this pool incident, his shift ended 2300 hours, and he returned home. The next day, the same person's son saw on the news there was an incident at the Crown Plaza and informed him. This was the first he was aware of the incident. Okay. So, with that being said, like, you kind of get what I'm saying. It all lines up. I just showed the dude looked like he was making his rounds around the kitchen. Now, the thermostat parts is like a little bit back over there to the side where you see he was at. And he possibly could have heard her kicking, because if you see the way he turned back and he was all crazy and scratching his head and like, man, you know, what's going on? And he's the guy that normally checks that. So he would know that somebody must have been messing around back there. And if you look at his body language, that's definitely what he's saying. Now, the kicker to me is, what really messes me up is, it makes you think, like, when he was back there doing his rounds and everything, you know what I'm saying? Did he get that call to go check that pool out to, you know what I'm saying, distract him from you know what I'm saying, finding out what was really going on? Or maybe even hearing her? Was that like a way to get him up out of there? Because they know he has to do that. He has to go in there. That's part of his daily shifts. But it's like, as soon as he goes in there and he starts looking at stuff, he gets a call. Hey man, we don't need you in there. We need you to come straight to the pool. Stop what you're doing. Come to the pool. Don't even worry about that. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, because he probably in his mind trying to get to the bottom of why the door was wide open and why it looked like somebody been in there. And that's why I say that he could have possibly saved her. Just like the lawyer said, they said if y'all would have looked at the cameras or whatever earlier, she could have been saved. You know, and this is just like a couple of hours, like around 3 is whenever she was walking back there. You know, he coming in at 7. So he possibly could have saved her, but he was called to come check out the pool and handle this pool situation. You see, now I know you follow me with this, man, and I just showed you the footage and everything of the dude making his rounds. He had his paper in his hands, like you know, it's like a checkoff list. He scratched his head, and it looked like he might have got on the phone or something, or he got a call, and he walked on up out of there. But he was standing there, like looking around, like, hey, something just ain't right. And I just had to bring that, you know what I'm saying, to y'all's attention, because you got to make things make sense, because we know different facts, and then we looking at real documents that is, you know, pretty much showing you that this stuff really happened. So that's why I think, if anything, the parents definitely probably have a great chance of winning the lawsuit, because it's all documented. And it's probably why the lawyer came up with this, because I know the lawyer reviewed the case, and the lawyer specifically said, hey, y'all could have saved her. If y'all was concerned at all and y'all would have looked or anything, y'all could have found her. Y'all could have saved her. There's no reason why that freezer was supposed to be locked. Who locked it? And if the kitchen is under construction, you obviously seen there's nothing in the freezer. Why is the freezer on in the first place? You feel me? That's what's getting to me right there. But, you know, like I say, man, I'm just putting this all together. And of course, I'm going to come with the police investigation part 2. I'm going to drop some jewels on y'all. I really was going to do it today, but I'm really just trying to look into like more editing software and everything. But I was like, when I seen this, I was like, I was reading this document, and then I remember that video that I did a long time ago, and I was like, oh my God. You know, that's more than a coincidence, man. If you rocking with the J4K, man, then you already know what I'm talking about. So go ahead, hit that like, that subscribe button, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, right now you can see I'm spitting facts. Even if you watch my last video I did with the police investigation, I'm showing you straight documents. I got it all. I got all the footage. I got everything 4K. No edited, because a lot of these YouTubers did play with them videos. That's what got a lot of people confused. But I got some 4K, and I'm talking about pictures too. There's a lot of stuff in there, but keep rocking with me, man. If y'all keep on showing some support on this, man, tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm a get deep into this, but like I say, I just had to go ahead and drop this one, man. This is the Real Boss TV 815. You know what I'm talking about? Holla at me, man, and I'm out of here.